What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel for day number 5 of the 9 days of Castmas. So I think this is where I've officially failed the challenge. Up until now, I've been able to create Sims based off of the aspiration and traits given by SimSam. But today, y'all, I had to do it my way. I just had to, and I'll explain why in just a second. So y'all remember Dax Danger. He is the aspiring artiste in San Myshuno, the local muse, the center of attention, if you will, my little firefly. Well, his traits and aspirations, to me personally, too closely mimicked base number 5's traits and aspirations, because I think they wanted to be like a painter extraordinaire, and then they just had like a bunch of traits that were very close to Dax's, and I decided to kind of go a completely different route with the sim, and I've decided to give them the bodybuilder aspiration and to also make them active and a bit of a bro, and also non-committal for a little added twist, because even for the remaining Sims, none of those Sims had this type of formulation, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to play with. Now, speaking of Sims, this is my favorite so far. Mackenzie McGuire, she's my absolute pride and joy. I love how this sim turned out. If you guys missed day number 4, you need to go back and watch it, because this sim has a lot of personality and flair, and I think you guys would actually want to maybe carry on her story, continue her legacy. I hope you guys don't hate me, but I've decided to change his aspiration one more time. Base number 5 is giving me a run for my money because I cannot get it together. But now we are an extreme sports enthusiast, so not too far from the whole bodybuilding aspiration, definitely still in the genre of like athleticism, and that is because I feel like the sim can't be contained under one genre. I feel like they love all things sports. I feel like they're an adrenaline junkie, whether it be like rock climbing, bodybuilding, fitness in general, whatever it is, they're into it. And you know, I was thinking a little bit deeper about this non-committal trait. At first I was going to change that too, but I sense heartbreak from this sim. Like, I feel like they have been through it and they have the scars to prove it. Like, no, seriously, like literally they have a brow scar. Now I want you all to come up with the story behind this scar in the comments down below. Let's just see how creative we can get and see if you can tie it in to maybe his traits and aspirations too. So we're gonna go with this one from Get Famous. It's a little gaudy, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty gnarly. And then for eyebrows, I want to go with something a little bit thicker. Now we got to figure out his hairstyle, and I feel like I put so much pressure on myself when it comes to hairs in The Sims 4. I know that sounds really dramatic, but I feel like they're super character defining. Like, I feel like a hair makes or breaks a sim, and for our sim, I'm really gravitating towards either like a nice like a buzz cut, or maybe even going bald completely, or perhaps a wave, which I think this one looks really nice too. And the reason for that being is I'm thinking of actually going quite dramatic with the facial hair, so giving him this really big bold beard that we recently received, I think, in an SDX drop. I really like that on him. And then I don't know if I want to play around with piercings or anything, but I think I might actually drop in these black cubic zirconia studs. And for a hat or an accessory, I kind of want to go with this hat. I do have a love-hate relationship with it. I feel like it sits way too far on the front of your Sim's head. I wish it was tilted back a little bit, but for whatever reason, this Sim, whom in my head I keep calling Cohen, really makes this hat work. So let's speak tattoos. I don't know, tattoos, yes, no, maybe. I could see it. I could definitely see it. I could see like this tattoo for sure, or maybe we could do both sides, because that's not something I normally do either. Like, maybe, you know, maybe he's just tatted up, but I don't want to forget like the arm hair either, because like lately I don't know what it is, I just forget like it exists. Anybody else just not making the use out of the body hair like you thought you were? I don't know, like I feel like we went without it for so long that I forgot it existed. So what about the chest? Do we feel like you would have a chest full of hair? Actually, not really. What about body scars? What if in addition, nah, I mean, he could have a pretty gnarly scar on his leg too. And that could add, yeah, let's do it. We're going to give him a leg scar and a forehead scar. This is going to be really interesting to like add to the story. I don't know how y'all are going to do it, but good luck. So for tops, I'm thinking I kind of want to go more warm and cozy with him. Again, he's out in the elements. He's, you know, snowboarding, climbing Mount Como. I feel like that would reflect in his outfit, but also I feel like he could be very stylish too. Well, there is a particular jacket that I had in mind, and I was thinking maybe this one here, because I feel like it just fares well with his beard and like his whole aesthetic and his whole vibe. Also this one too. This one looks really nice. So maybe I'll go with something like this for now. Is there anything that's a little bit darker brown maybe that would look a bit better? Ooh, I actually like this. I really like this. This is like a bomber jacket, right? So I think that is what I'm gonna stick with for now. And all I gotta find out is if there's gonna be a pant that is gonna fit this like enough. I really do wish like these pants were a little bit longer. I think maybe not with this outfit, but just in general, I just feel like those could be a nice pair of pants. So what about these, but in, do we have a black swatch? No. Okay, the darkest thing we have is like a kind of like a medium gray, which is a little upsetting, I'm not gonna lie. I was even thinking about I'm playing around with these pants here, which are from the Star Wars pack, but I know y'all are gonna hate me, so maybe I won't play with those. But what about these pants? That kind of works, but now I'm thinking of a jean. See, this is like my biggest issue. My biggest dilemma is figuring out what pants to put on my Sims. Anybody else? I just feel like we don't have as many options. Maybe I'll just go with a blue jean or a dark jean. This jean, that one, that's the one. We like this one. And then maybe some sneakers. Is that like too casual for this outfit? No, I think that kind of works. Or we should do boots instead. That might work actually a lot better. So we could do, I feel like I use these boots on the first sim, but that's okay. I mean, my options are kind of limited, and I feel like it really works for him. So yeah, this is going to be his general aesthetic. Now our mission is to kind of carry it through the catalog, so wish me luck.
'Cause I can't stand another moment of you playing with my mind. I'm so tired of never knowing, so spell it out. 'Cause I won't stay awake till morning. I won't stay another night. If you're feeling something for me, say it now. 'Cause I can't wait for you forever. 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 I've been patient with your love. Sometimes you don't show it enough. And I wish you could open up and take my worry in and make it stop. 'Cause I can't stand another moment of you playing with my mind. I'm so tired of never knowing, so spell it out. 'Cause I won't.
Okay, so I feel like I have some explaining to do in terms of the outfits and why I chose certain pieces that I did. First, I was pretty dead set on naming him Cohen, but then the last name Cartwright kind of caught my eye, and I was like, you know what, that sounds a little weird, Cohen, Cartwright, too matchy. But then I just, went and randomized it a couple times, and Akeem, for some reason, I thought really suited the sim. But going back to the outfits, the one that kind of stands out in particular is the athletic wear. So obviously, obviously I'm using a prop from Get Famous, which just so happens to be this shirt. I feel like this is weighted, and I feel like the reason why it is weighted is because he's, you know, trying to bulk up, he's trying to gain a muscle, and so having that added like resistance, I guess if you want to call it that, really helps promote muscle strength. So that makes sense. And then also you'll notice like throughout his outfits, he's wearing like this smartwatch, and that's obviously to keep track of his stats. He's very into fitness, obviously. And I don't know if there's anything else that I want to really like address other than the watch, because it's kind of a weird thing to give a sim, especially for their swimwear, but I'm assuming it's waterproof. And yeah, I don't know, I think he has a really interesting style. I love the way he looks. I envision him being like very tall as well, and super duper fit, and really focused on himself. I feel like whoever broke his heart did a pretty damn good job, because this man is avoiding love at all costs. And so he kind of immerses himself into his world, his interests, whether it be rock climbing or, like I said, bodybuilding or whatever else you can get him into. I think he's pretty focused on that right now. But don't get me wrong, if maybe the right sim comes along, I could absolutely see Akeem maybe turning their head just a little bit, but I mean, it's kind of undecided at this point. So Akeem also has a swagger walk, but I feel like I want to create like this false confidence and give Akeem a tough walk instead, even though I don't really think he's as tough or as bold as he makes himself out to be. For colors, I want to do green. I feel like that would be his favorite color. Fashion, he's a little bit of everything, actually, so I don't really think he has a favorite fashion. Music genre, okay, music genre, I feel like he might actually like romance music, even though that's very contradictory to him being non-committal. But I'm thinking like more like R&B and things like that. Also jazz, I love jazz. I think he might like jazz. Hip hop for sure. Focus, obviously, that's perfect for, you know, when you're doing yoga and practicing your breathing. Easy listening. And yeah, we'll leave it at that and see what else he kind of gets himself into as you know, time goes by and if you decide to play with him. But anyways, that is Akeem here. I feel like he has a really detailed backstory that I haven't quite figured out yet, but if y'all want to kind of piece the puzzle together in the comments, you totally can. And if you're interested in downloading Akeem, he will be available on the gallery at Gen 2606. And with that said, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and if you did, you know what to do, boo. Don't forget to go ahead and comment and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below where the sun does not shine, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys.
Say you love me, say you don't. Just give me something so I can move on. Pull me closer or push me away. Let me know if we'll be okay.